Alrighty, engine project update. Been working on firmware for the last few hours, days. Now I have control of the system over serial, over a series of commands, so I can start and stop things. So for example, I can do a command here, and at the click of a button, essentially turn on the engine bus. Now the engine's live, so turn low condition. Now the engine is actually getting power from a 12S pack configuration, so it sits at a nice 9.9 volts there, and then the bus gets its power from a BEC that pulls from that 600 watt buck converter there. So 1000 watt buck converter to 12 volts, and then 12 volts to 10 volts via 600 watt buck converter. So that runs my engine off of the 12S pack that the system's charging off of. It's just a complete loop. And then, for example, I can actually run another command here to send the throttle from that PCB board I designed there. Outputs a throttle control signal to the engine from that little TC 4.1 there in the core, center core there. So if I sent a throttle max command to the controller via the keyboard, we get the starter to come up online. And if the engine started going, max throttle. And then I'll terminate that. And then throttle's off, turn low condition. So that was the TC controlling the engine starter over pulse width modulation from a serial command from my laptop. So we're there. Another thing I got set up too was the Hall sensors on my generator or dynamo setup. Get the flash on there. So you can see them there, mounted at 120 degrees each. 3 of them in the alternator, generator, dynamo, whatever you want to call it. That runs off this wire here, it pops out, and then plugs into that PCB board I developed. If we look at the values there, you can see that the engine is actually tracking. So the values of the Hall sensors right there. H1, H2, H3 is actually physically tracking the location of the shaft as it rotates, and you can get a smaller RPM readout as well.